I humbly bow at the holy lotus feet of my Guru, Sri Vishal, the establisher of Sanatan Dharma and the shower of the liberating path of Mārg. आपके श्री चरणों में कोटि कोटि प्रणाम है गुरुदेव. Jai Harihar. The last part of shad-Vidya is Mārg, path, the right way that leads us to our destination. And there are 3 pathways. One is to ascend out of this realm, as we have understood in the previous video that this universe is made up of 14 realms. Earth is the middle realm, and there are realms above and realms below. So there are 3 pathways. One which opens to the realms above, which is called ascension. The other which makes one come back to the same earthly plane, and the other which makes one fall to the lower planes, which is called the path of descension. As is the practice, as is the life of a being, so becomes the path and so becomes the destination. Practicing earthly laws, adhering to laws of nature, one comes back to the same plane, to the earthly plane. Non-adherence and miscreant actions on this plane makes one descend further down. However, practicing fixed universal laws and principles for liberation, one ascends from this mortal plane. As we are living on earth, we need to abide by the laws of earth firstly, and earth is comprised of nature, and nature herself is composed of 8 parts. She is called Ashtangini, which are the 5 elements from earth to sky and mind, intelligence and the spirit self. The Panch Mahabhut, Bhumi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, Akash, Man, Buddhi or Ahankar. And one needs to learn to connect with nature and have a nature coherent lifestyle, to see, smell, hear, wear, eat what makes one grow, and to listen and speak to what makes one evolve. The evolution trio are body, the visible physical spirit, mind, the software, and spirit, the light form of the being. The harmony of body, mind, spirit brings the real balance, and aligning oneself to nature and divine, one attains all the 3 goals of a disease-free body, disorder-free mind, and ignorance-free spirit. As is one's habit and lifestyle, so becomes one's destination. With tamasic habits and life, one falls lower and descends. By practicing Raj, one comes back to earth. However, being in Sat, one rises up and ascends out of here, which is referred to as Urdhvagati. So how would one know that one is on the right track, on the right path, and is ascending and not descending? That is possible only with the help of GPS, and the GPS here is a Guru who navigates us through this mortal plane so that we can attain the goal of Urdhvagati, ascension. As one walks the path, one checks for the milestones, and if one keeps crossing the milestones one after the other, one gets to know that one is going to reach the destination. If one is firm and willing to go up and walk the path of ascension, one can simply apply the rule of milestones, the Vedic seer's way. Nature gives all the hints, signs, and milestones clearly, and one gets to know stars and sonics on the way up. So, just like there is transport, seaport, airport, there are the solar port and the lunar port, which either help one ascend or help one come back to the same plane. And as is the charge of the spirit, so is the port that opens for the spirit. With righteous living and discipline, as the Sushumna blossoms, the tree of life comes to life, bestowing the ultimate goal of human birth, the real evolution, the real liberation from the mortal realm. Gratefully, I bow to my Guru in deep reverence and gratitude for leading us on this path, giving us this sacred Vidya, shad-Vidya, and helping us rise from the body to the sky element, to rise from earth to ether element, showing us the right pathway to ascend out of here. In deep reverence and gratitude, I bow to you, Gurudev. Dhanyavad aapka. Jai Harihar.